Everyone, we are live here in San Francisco. Fortunately, not in 4K. I was hoping to be. What we're looking at here is a Boeing 737 MAX 9 with Alaska heading to Honolulu. Going to depart off 28 left. Good morning, prepared for takeoff. Hopefully you're having a good morning there. Our first heavy arrival is going to be a Boeing 7879 Dreamliner with Japan Airlines coming in from Tokyo Narita. Flight time 8 hours and 22 minutes. And I think the Kansas City Chiefs can win this year. Ooh, good question. I know a lot of people don't want them to. Air India 777-200, making its way up to the 28s for departure. If any of this sounds off, just let me know. Kind of went to our classic style. Thought I would be in 4K today, but the internet's not strong enough for me today. That's all right. Yeah, Japan Airlines here. Very little wind today. You know, prepare for takeoff. I've been waiting to hear about that one. The one I'm cutting because I'm here always on the West Coast mostly. Is to hear if they're going to come into Los Angeles. They keep poking around at that. I'm kind of hoping that they do come into Los Angeles with the A350. Dreamliner taking off the ones over here. United. This morning, I've been seeing a lot of parallel landings. Good morning, Adam. Welcome. The next arrival is going to be Frontier Joaquin, the Kit Fox livery, coming in from Los Angeles. Right. Air India is almost up to the top of the 2.8s. So the furthest I've been towards the East Coast there is Dulles, Reagan, and Nashville. Really want to get out to JFK. I want to get up to Boston. Hello, Becky. How are you doing today? Air India is going to head back to Delhi. Next for arrival is going to be a Southwest Boeing 737 MAX 8, heading to Las Vegas. The airline in front of us is Air India. Yeah, I love Gravity Point. It's absolute as a Could never say it right. Gravelly Point. I loved it there. Oh man, yeah, just right. And then if you get that picture just right with the Washington Monument in the background, it's just yeah, awesome pictures, awesome pictures. We should have Singapore Air making its way up this way to the 28s. Just pulling out from the gate area. We do have a heavy coming in about a couple minutes. It's going to be Japan Airlines. It's going to be in a 777 now. It looks like Air India is going to move over to 28 right, or is it going to turn on 28 left here? Looks like it's going to move over to 28 right. So while it's going 28 right, we'll get to Southwest as coming in. Here at San Francisco, they just got moved from Terminal 1 to Terminal 2. Terminal 1's pretty much being taken over by Alaska and Hawaiian with American, so all one world. Back to Air India here. Definitely need to make some time for Teterboro, especially with all those biz jets over there. That'd be fun to catch some of those. Our next arrival is going to be Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-900ER coming in from Portland. Flight time 1 hour and 24 minutes. Looks like it's coming on 28 right. Yeah, so it's actually so here they do have parallel runways, so 28 left, 28 right, and then they have intersecting runways, one left and one right. Most domestic will take off of the ones, and we'll show you that here in a little bit. These are the 28s. All the international heavies mostly take off of here, as well as all arrivals will come in on the 28s. Hopefully, I saw a bunch this morning. We will have parallel landings. So hopefully we'll get some this afternoon. It's weird for not to be windy. All right, our next arrival is at Japan 777. Coming in from Tokyo Haneda. All right, Air India is lined up. Looks like it's starting to roll. Sorry about that, guys. Beautiful tower here in San Francisco. Absolutely beautiful tower. Typically, if you're going to have domestics take off here on the 2.8s, like the two that are going to be in front of us right now, they're typically either going to Alaska or Hawaii. So these two United Boeing 737s, the one in front is going to Lehigh, the other one's going to go to Maui. So I actually use a camcorder. It's a Panasonic. It has a range. Typically, I stay in the 150 to 600 millimeter range, but I can go all the way up to 1500. Allows me to, this camera, if it's a good day and everything's great, I can follow a plane up to about 10 miles in the sky. Or distance-wise. Hi, Artist Pick. Alright, this first one's going to go to Lehigh. This is a MAX 8. See a United 777-300 making its way. Sorry about that. I was waiting for intersecting traffic. So if this is your first time kind of seeing San Francisco, one of the main two airlines you're going to see here is Alaska and United. So they're major hubs for both of those airlines. Yeah, my still cameras, it ranges. I do have a 55 to 210, and then I have my Sigma 150 to 600 when I take still pictures. This is going to Maui. ATC's been acting up for, I was listening to other live streams, and it's just not really coming in at San Francisco anymore. This is going to Honolulu. It's a Boeing 777-300ER with United. Let's add a wide body route here for spring break. You saw earlier, as I was crossing, Singapore's A350 making its way up here. Gonna head back to Singapore there. Looks like we do have Korean Air making its way in. And that's gonna be in a 777-300 coming in from Seoul. Today's nice. It's not windy here. It's nice and calm. A little pilot action. We do have a little heat haze there. The beautiful 350. Our next four arrival is going to be an Airbus A319 with United, coming in from Los Angeles. Just passing Coyote Point right now. I really do like Singapore Airlines livery on the A350. Don't like it on the 777 as much. Sure, there's no stowaways. Let's get the 319 arrival here. Oh, look at that butter landing. See if it's going to cross over to 28 right, or if it's going to go ahead and set up here on 28 left. Looks like it's going to move over to 28 right for departure. Lines up. See if it starts rolling. Ah, that spot's at Dulles. I'll tell you here in a second. All right, before this Korean comes in. Dulles, it actually depends upon the flow of the traffic. The parking garages aren't too bad. You just kind of have to pay attention how the flow is coming in. Typically, you want to be on more towards the east side. That's where more of the heavies land, but they get spread them out. Um, there's a spot that if you're going to the Smithsonian Museum that's there, at the end of the runway, you could park off the side of the road. They let you, and they'll fly right in, right over your head. At the Smithsonian Museum, Stephen, I can't say the last name, but they have an air traffic control tower there that you can actually spot out of. It's pretty cool. Korean Air 777-300 coming in from Seoul. From a plane spotting fun perspective, I really do like Reagan. It's going to be a little break in the action here. So we're going to probably watch the ones. The next departure off of one right is going to be United Express Embraer E175LL heading to Caspel. If you guys haven't seen it, there's a really cool park here. It's called Bayfront Park. This is where any live stream you're going to see from San Francisco is going to be from. Majority of the guys normally like to be down closer to the ones over down this way. I stay at the Marriott here, which is right behind me. So it's just easier for me to just come right out here. Come back down here to the ones. Our next departure is going to be Bombardier Challenger 350 going to Teterboro. Hi, William. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Just joining us is the AVGeek Tours. My name is Jason. We are live here in San Francisco. So AVGeek Tours has a couple different things that I do. It's plane spotting videos, so 4K videos that we put out throughout the week, wide body, narrow bodies, and special livery Sundays from airports around the U.S. There's that little dude going to take off real quick. We also do live streams, as you can tell here. They're all from around the U.S. Last week we were in LA. A couple weeks ago we were in Seattle. Here we're in San Francisco this week. A couple weeks we'll be in Phoenix. If you're gonna do one trip here in California for plane spotting, hands down LA. Go to LA. You're just gonna love it. Off the top of my head, I could think about 10 different places around there. Hotel-wise, you want to stay at the H Hotel. The H Hotel has a 12-floor rooftop balcony that you will get arrivals that are about, a mile away from you. So A380s, they typically have, I think right now, 5 different airlines with A380s that come into Los Angeles. They have Lufthansa's Queen. You also have Korean Air's Queen, passenger-wise. But yeah, and if you guys haven't seen any pictures or photos in front of the in and out, which is the most famous part, where an A380 will go right over your head, maybe about 150 feet above your head. It's unlike anything else. There's a restaurant there called Proudbird, which is on the South Runway side. It's just LA special. LA is definitely special from a plane spotting perspective. Our next arrival is going to be Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700 coming in from San Diego. Say that 5 times fast. Flight time 1 hour and 6 minutes. Every single year in September, second week of September, is an event called Spot LAX. It also incorporates with Cranky Flyers. Spot LAX is put on by NY Aviation. And so it's just a weekend of plane spotters coming together, just plane spotting. So this repair hangar that's in front of us, this is United's hangar. It's also, at least on the north side, the south side, which is what we're facing on this side, is various. I've seen American over there. I've seen Starlux. Yeah, the Holy Grail. I like how you put that. The Holy Grail of plane spotting here in America. Yep. Um, though, every single time I see someone streaming from the TWA hotel there in JFK, I get super jealous. All right, our next departure is going to be off of one right. It's a United Express Embraer E175LR heading up to Pasco, Washington. And on one left, we have FlexJet's Embraer Phenom 300 heading to Cabo San Lucas. See if they're actually taking off together. No. See Embraer first. Really cool thing here is you can get down to the ones like literally, I think it's about no more than several hundred yards. I wonder if they changed the frequency for the tower. It's really light. Not hearing too much of the tower. Some of the streamers I heard last week were having massive issues with trying to even get the ATC on. Alright guys, I'm going to do a quick battery change. Just bear with me here. I need to get here. And just like that, back up. All right, our next departure off of one left is going to be Wheels Up's Cessna 750 Citation 10 or X, heading down to Santa Barbara. All right, let's see what's going on right at this moment. Our next arrival is a couple minutes away. Hopefully it's going to be a parallel. We have a Alaska SkyWest Embraer E175LR coming in from Seattle, and that's going to be on 28 left. On 28 right is Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-800 coming in from Las Vegas. Flight time of 1 hour and 3 minutes. Hopefully they stay together. It's going to be a couple minutes before they show up. Nothing coming off the ones, but I do see an American Airlines MAX 8 that's going to make its way there. Right now, a Delta Airlines Airbus A319 heading to Salt Lake City is making its way there. We should have a 757-200 going to Sacramento. That's an interesting one. Make its way. We do have a United 777-200ER about 27 minutes away coming in from Taipei. So we'll just enjoy this beautiful day. Give you a little bit of a tour while we're kind of waiting. So over here, right in front of us, this is Terminal 1. This is where Alaska, Hawaiian, American, so all One World is now out of. It's really beautiful terminal in there. Kind of on the other side of this terminal, you'll see that's the parking garage for the International. So International Gates A. So the A380, so Emirates and British Airways A380 will park over there. Japan, Eva Air, Air India, Starlux, all of them will be over there. There is the famous San Francisco Tower. Absolutely beautiful tower. Right here is the second part of Terminal 1. This is where Delta's housed. And then this is Terminal 2. Southwest and United's here. And then over on the other side will be Terminal 3, as well as International Gates G, which that's all United territory. All right, our A319 that's heading to Salt Lake City is lining up on one right. And our arrivals are coming up to Coyote Point. They're somewhat together. Hopefully they stay together. So it's like Delta's going to take off first here. So they're somewhat parallel. They've kind of separated. Here they are. Embraer's just going to continue to lead out. Sorry about that. My camera wants to focus only on one, not two. We'll cut that on the 737 here. So one of the most interesting parallels I've caught here, it's made its rounds on YouTube multiple times. It's actually in our archives. We have over 400 video in a video library. Is we caught a heavy parallel landing between Qatar and Fiji Airlines. Excuse me, I had to take a drink. So it was a A350-900 and A350-1000. That is a very rare thing to catch here. Our next arrival is going to be Alaska Horizons Embraer E175LR coming from Paynefield or Everett, just a little bit north of Seattle. Dominated by Alaska until this week when Frontier announced they are going to start flying to Everett from Phoenix, Denver, and Las Vegas. As far as off the ones, we have a Boeing 737 MAX 8 lining up on one right with American Airlines heading to Dallas-Fort Worth. LTC is strangely quiet today. Wonder if they're using another frequency now. If you haven't hit that like button, and we deserve a like button, hit that like button for us. For your under subscription, hit subscribe and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when our live streams and videos come out. Our next 4K video will be tomorrow, special livery Sunday. I think we're going to highlight the Pokemon livery. We're just waiting for that American to line up or our Alaska Horizon to come in. Our Alaska Horizon is just passing Coyote Point right now. It's a little hazy towards the south of me. All right, I think we could zoom into our Embraer over here with Alaska Horizons. As you can tell, besides plane spotting, Bayfront Bark is also really good if you're into bird spotting. Our next arrival is going to be an Airbus A319 with United Airlines coming in from Austin. Flight time 3 hours and 20 minutes. Wait, hello. Sorry, this is Embraer E175LR coming in from Palm Springs with United. Sorry, the one behind it will be the one coming in from Austin. It's like, wait, that's not an A319. That's an A319. Come on, focus in. There we go. There's a United A319. Too hazy to see downtown San Francisco in the background. Oh, that Delta 75's taking off here. That's what you're hearing. Doing a quick little hop over to Sacramento. Our next arrivals on 28 left will be a United. Maybe it's United. It's going to be an Embraer. Here it is, Embraer E175LR with Alaska SkyWest heading in from Palm Springs. On 28 right, hopefully they sail parallel, is American Airlines Airbus A321neo coming in from Miami. All right, let's see now. They're too separated. We're going to go with the American Airlines Neo. Unless that Embraer catches up. You'll see that Embraer pop across there. Right there. Next departure is going to be Embraer E175LR with American Eagle. Going to take off the one left over here.
Hi. What are you recording?
Live streaming on YouTube right now.
Sure.
Yeah. Just the airplanes.
Flights?
Yeah. Yeah, just see. I'm sorry?
Birds or flights?
Flights. All the airplanes, yeah.
How many subscribers do you have?
I'm sorry? Oh, subscribers? I'm about 4,200. Yeah.
Ah. The question?
Yeah, sure.
You said that you have so many subscribers.
Yeah.
So they like watching the flight taking off.
Yeah. Yeah. So my friend does Los Angeles. He has 820,000 subscribers.
Just
Yeah.
taking off the
Yeah.
flight? Wow.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Don't trust me, yeah. He's
I guess you are the same level.
No. Enough to cover my travel. That's about it.
Oh, you travel around?
Yeah. I live in Arizona, and
I studied in
Tucson. That's where I live, actually. Yeah, I live down in Tucson. Nice to meet you. I travel all around the United States, and then I travel for a lot of aviation stuff as well. So travel a lot. Museums, hotels that get around here, anything that's aviation related as well. So yeah.
So I understand now. So I thought you only record
My friend in Los Angeles, that's all he does. He doesn't do the travel vlog, so I do the travel vlog. So yeah, so people for different reasons watch it. Some because they just have the aviation bug. Some just like watching different liveries or just calming something like the background and stuff like that.
Your video is more interesting.
Actually, he's a little bit crazier. So he actually has, there's a hotel down there called the H Hotel. He actually has AI cameras that are up We do have a 777 coming in from New York. It's a 777-200ER. I don't know why it's having internet issues. It happens. Thanks for you guys' patience for those who stuck through it. All right. Sorry about all that. Having some internet issues. Someone came to visit. Our next arrival that's just passing the bridge right now is going to be the United Airlines Boeing 777-200 coming in from Taipei, flight time of 10 hours and 19 minutes. Let's take a look at a couple other things. We do. Oh, that's Boston. Don't want that. We do have a Dreamliner out with United. That's about 30 minutes away. Coming in from Charles de Gaulle in Paris. Now, nothing going off the ones. So we'll get our 777 here. In fact, I'm going to try something since we're kind of waiting. Let's see if we can't just grab this. There it is. A little hazy. All right, and now I'll go to the International Gates G over there. Looks like we'll have a 777-200 making its way up here with United that we saw there, right there on the screen. Going to Tokyo Haneda, but first we're going to come over here to the ones for the next departure. That's departure after this United crosses the ones here is Alaska SkyWest and Embraer E175LR heading down to San Diego. It's going to line up there on one left. We do have a United Airlines Boeing 7878 Dreamliner coming in from Washington Dulles, a couple minutes out here, just making its way into the Bay Area. Very peaceful and quiet today out here, Bayfront Park. Beautiful day, 56 degrees. Alaska still hasn't lined up yet. We're still waiting for that to line up. Looks like there is a United 757-300 heading to Chicago. That will be making its way up to the ones. Well, if you're not going to take off, you can't squander the 777 in front of us. Stay with this 777, let that Embraer take off. All right, lining up on 28 left here. I have to wait for that parallel traffic. Is that Embraer? make our way down here. Next departure, which is that 75. Here's downtown San Francisco, starting to poke through. And our Dreamliner that's coming in from Washington Dulles. It's a 7878 Dreamliner with United. Hello, Mika. How are you doing? I'm doing well. Hopefully everything's good with you. Bay Plains, welcome. It is a beautiful day today. Definitely is. Mika and Bay Plains. So what airline hubs does San Francisco support? Okay, so the big ones are United, if you haven't tell, and Alaska. These are the major hubs here, or the major planes here. Frontier does have a small base here as well as Alaska. Speaking of Frontier, I'm gonna kind of zoom out here real quick to get the message off the screen. Come on. His Frontier is O'Malley the Mallard Duck, and it's coming in from Denver. Where are you and why? There you are. Wow. Boy, did I lost that one. Delta has a big presence here as well. 777-300, about 28 minutes out right at this moment. We have a United Dreamliner. The one that's coming in from Paris is about 9 minutes out, just crossed over the top of us. It's far as the ones are concerned, nothing quite yet. There are a couple making its way up, Alaska and an Embraer. But first, let's get this Delta. I'll head over to Terminal 1 Sea Gates. Actually, I think it's D now. They keep moving them around. Our next arrival is going to be a NetJet. It's coming in from Las Vegas. This is a Cessna 700 Citation Longitude. Actually coming in from North Vegas. But first, we have Alaska 737 departure. Off the ones here. Oh, I have a chance before things get picked back up. I'll say hi to everyone. Hello. This is AVGeek Tours. We are here live in San Francisco. Very beautiful day in San Francisco. If we earn that like button, hit that like button. If we earn your subscription, hit subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you know when our videos do go out, as well as when we go live. We will have, tomorrow we'll have Special Delivery Sunday video, as well as our Wide Body Tuesdays and Narrow Body Thursday videos this week. Our next live stream will be in a couple weeks from Phoenix. If you don't know us, we do live stream from around different airports around the U.S. Last week we were in Los Angeles. A couple weeks ago we were in Seattle. So definitely check that out. We also have a sister channel, AVGeek Travels. It's travel vlogs from an aviation perspective. So a good example is right behind me is the Marriott. So we'll do hotels that have, from a plane spotter's perspective, what you can get out of them, as well as aviation museums, restaurants, a bunch of different things. Tomorrow's video will be the inaugural flight of Frontier from Tucson to Denver. There were some major issues. You definitely want to check that out. So let's get back into it. We actually have an interesting situation here. We have two 777s, one coming on 28 left. United Airlines Boeing 777-200ER coming in from Osaka on 28 right. Just right behind it will be a United Airlines Boeing 777-200 coming in from Denver. So first, let's kind of zoom in here. You'll see the two, the one a little bit further out there. Here's the one from Osaka. All right, we'll go away to our next 777 arrival. I like to have a coughing tack when it's right in the middle of doing something. All right, let's get back up to here to the top of the 28s. I need to get a drink of water, bear with me. This is United Boeing 777-200ER. Got to head to Seoul, Korea. Let's see here, we do have our Dreamliner, that will be the next for arrival. We do have a 757 making its way in with United. Turkish Airlines is about 15 minutes out. It's crossing over by the Golden Gate Bridge right now. We have a United 777-200 coming in from Seoul. That's about 26 minutes out. Looks like our United here. See if it lines up here on 28 left. Yeah, it's going to line up on 28 left. Our Dreamliner is actually almost here too. It's a Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner coming in from Charles de Gaulle, Paris with United. Flight time 10 hours and 50 minutes. Trying to see if this 777 is going to move. I think we're going to go ahead with the Dreamliner, guys. That continental livery that I love on the Dreamliner. Triple seven starting to move. Our next for arrival is United Airlines, Boeing 737-900ER, coming in from Chicago O'Hare. Flight time 3 hours and 43 minutes. By the way, if you guys like to help support the love of aviation, we do have memberships as low as 99 cents. Every dollar helps out the channel. It goes right back into the channel. All right, let's see if we can't get Turkish Airlines here. It's always fun to do with the viewfinder. There it is. Come on, focus it. There we go. All right. Our next arrival is going to be a Boeing 757-200 with United, coming in from Boston. Flight time of 5 hours and 43 minutes. Let's take a look. Computer battery. We'll have to change that out here in a second. But first, let's get this 7.5. Here's a question for y'all. Do you think the A321XLR will take over the 7.5 rules at airlines? Or do you think Boeing or Airbus needs to make a completely different plane? Tell me what you guys think. Our next arrival is going to be a JetBlue. Airbus A321 coming in from Fort Lauderdale. We do have a Dreamliner making its way up to the ones. We'll definitely catch that with United. All right, let's get our JetBlue aircraft here. Where are you? There you are. What do you guys think about the rumors of a possible Southwest JetBlue merger? To me, it makes sense, but doesn't make sense. What makes sense is that from the Southwest perspective of trying to get more international flights, especially like Europe, I could see that. And bear with me real quick. I need to change something. Okay, thank you guys about that. I had to plug something in. In one sense, it does. Yes, they're two separate, different kind of airlines. The models are completely different. But for Southwest, get that international plus more planes and that strong East Coast side of things, where JetBlue has been always trying to come into the West Coast. But I would assume, and my guess would be, is that if Southwest did it, that they would adopt more the JetBlue model than anything else. We're waiting for this Boeing 7879 Dreamliner will be the next to take off going to New York. And it's going to take off with one right. I just don't understand why Spirit keeps fighting Frontier on a merger. We do have Turkish Airlines. It's a 777-300ER coming in from Istanbul. Flight time 13 hours and 35 minutes. It's just passing Coyote Point. I'm trying to see if this Dreamliner is going to start rolling or if it's going to wait for this Dreamliner or the 777 to land. There it is. Dreamliner is going to take off. So we're going to move the camera quite quick here. In fact, just to show you, as that Dreamliner is taking off, right over here is that 777 landing. I'm waiting for one day Turkish to announce that they're going to start flying into Phoenix. Seems like they fly into every other North American city. All right, we're going to come back here on the ones. Yeah, they're out of bankruptcy, and they're a private company now, as far as Spirit. But to me, it's just they just announced a huge loss for last year. I think 1.5 billion for last fourth quarter or something. So, all right, it's a Boeing 757-200 with United. Well, not that. That's Delta. It's heading off to Denver. The 75 once it starts rolling. There we go. So, get the tripod everywhere. Trying to see if I can catch something. Hollywood the screen. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to. Just trying to see if I could catch something that was flying over. United's moving. That's gonna go to Kluakona. Like I said, any narrow bodies that take off the 28s on today will be going to Hawaii or Alaska, one or the other. A little bit of downtown San Francisco there in the background while I'm taking a look at what we got coming. So 7-3s, conga line of narrows off the ones. Our next arrival will be on 28 right, will be on United Airlines, Boeing 737-800. Coming in from Tampa on 28 left, and hopefully maybe they stay parallel. That'd be nice. It's going to be United Express Mitsubishi CRJ200LR coming from San Luis Obispo. While we're at it, we'll just kind of follow this Kluakona 737. See if I can't one more time. I'll try. Focus in there we go. Wants to. Whoa, it's a little too focused. There you guys go. Qatar Air Queen making its way down to Los Angeles. It's I think 36 or 38,000 feet right now. Qatar Air is at 37,000 feet. I don't think they stay too parallel unless this CR or the Mitsubishi catches up pretty quick. We will go ahead and zoom in. Wait. No, they're going to spread out too quick. I was going to see if there was a parallel takeoff that we could cover. Try to get as many parallels. Actually, you know what? Why not? They're too spread out.
I found this is a great place to video like airplanes and birds.
And the birds, yeah. Many, yeah, definitely many kind of birds. Such a peaceful park too. So peaceful. Yeah. Yeah, so you got 28 left, 28 right, 1 left, 1 right, and intersect. So, and like ATC here, it's only going to be one controller that controls all 4 runways at one time. Yeah. Oh, yes, yes, yeah. Definitely here.
The other guy, you said on the video tape.
Friend down in it's Airline Videos Live. You'll definitely want to check his channel out. Airline Videos Live.
Live. Oh, live.
Yeah. And like I said, he has cameras going on, like right now, both north and south side, 24/7. Plus, he does shows like this. He does shows on Sundays and throughout the week.
Are you live?
Yeah, I'm live right now.
With watch the YouTubers that watch you, they chat with you.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. So.
But you said that I make so much money just by videotaping the.
There's a couple different ways. Some are from ad revenue. Others is by people actually donating money. They want their chat to show on the screen. They'll pay extra. Okay. So, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, our next arrival is in Aeromexico. It's a Boeing 737 coming in. Bear with me. It looks like I'm having internet issues. Hopefully I'm not having internet issues. I think I was. Hopefully it stabilizes out. All right, our next arrival is going to be a 777. It's a Boeing 777-200ER with United, coming in from Seoul. Come on, level out, internet. It ain't San Francisco if you don't have internet issues. Bear with me, guys. It looks like I'm still having some sort of internet issue. Hopefully it'll stabilize out here. Hey, Matthew, was it on the United that just landed, the 777? And by the way, hi, Israel. All right, our next arrival on 28 right is going to be United Airlines, Boeing 737-900, coming in from Las Vegas. On 28 left is going to be a United Express Embraer E175 LR coming in from Seattle. All right, let's go ahead and get that. Hopefully the internet finally stabilized out. I was hoping they'd stay parallel, but they are a little too far off. So the one in front is going to be the 737-900. I think the towers here are starting to use a more different frequency. All right, oh, I see something on flight radar. We do have Air New Zealand. It's a Boeing 737-9 Dreamliner coming in from Auckland. Flight time is 11 hours, so that should be here second for arrival. But first, we're going to have a little United Airlines Airbus A319 coming in from New Orleans. Flight time 2 hours and 48 minutes. That is awesome. That's a long flight. Might actually, no, the A319 is a little bit more in the front. All right, I'm going to go ahead and move the camera to catch Air New Zealand Dreamliner. That is beautiful. Sorry. Let's get a coughing attack at the wrong time. Our next arrival is going to be United Airlines Boeing 777-200 coming in from New York. Just passing Coyote Point. Do a battery change on the camera here after this lens. All right, quick battery change, guys. All right, our next arrival is going to be a Boeing 767-300ER with Delta. Keep having internet issues. Interesting. All right, we'll get this Delta. Looks like we also have United Heavy making its way up to the 28s. Delta was coming in from Atlanta. It's 777 in front of us with United. It's a 777-200 ER heading to Osaka. Sorry about those internet glitches there. It's been a little glitchy today. Looks like we also will have All Nippon Airways making its way up this way. We also have another United 777-300 making its way up, going to Tokyo Narita. All right, so this is lined up on 28 left. Looking at and that bit where he wants to fight with me today. If you're just joining us, this is AVGeek Tours. My name is Jason. We are here in Los Angeles. I mean, San Francisco. I was in Los Angeles last week. Sorry about that. San Francisco. We are live in San Francisco. There's departures on the intersecting runway that our 777 here is waiting for. All right. All right, this 777's going to Tokyo Narita. Press something here. Gonna line up on 28 left. After this departure, we'll kind of take a look and see what we got going on. Oh, I see the Pokemon livery making its way up. All in the pond. All right, that will be heading for departure to Tokyo Narita. Have Avianca making its way in. With KLM, that's about 30 minutes out right now. It's going to be a 777-200. So we'll focus on Pokemon 1. Just bear with me. Hello. Good.
Get there. That's all it is. Just get there. So we'll see. I bought a go wild pass to see the difference this year. Yeah. Yeah. So basically, it's kind of crazy. The way it works is 24 hours before the flight domestically, you can fly basically one penny plus the tax. But it's 24 hours and the question is, can you get back? So you have to be kind of by a hub, which I live near Phoenix, so it's easy. Since Phoenix is a lot less, I can get to Vegas and Denver pretty easy. Internationally, it's 2 days. Trying to go to Colombia. Yeah, they're asking it. I don't know.
Alright guys, let's get a little bit close up on this. Alright, looks like it's starting to roll. It's always a fun one to catch. It's like haze in downtown's clearing up pretty good. We do have a Delta Heavy making its way in. It's a Boeing 767. Hey, Mike. Yeah, as far as ATC, for some reason, I know in the last couple of weeks, a lot of the live streamers here, I don't know what they did or if they changed their frequency or anything. You only get, like right now, like some of the planes, but you're not getting ATC itself. I don't know if they've kind of tied the frequency. I know, I don't know. I noticed like when Airline Videos Live was up here, he was having a very hard time trying to even capture ATC. I know Bay Planes has been having some issues as well. So I don't know what they did. I know typically with ATC there's a couple different frequencies. With the tower, they have your standard. I'm not really good with radio, by the way. Before I start saying something, I might be completely wrong, but I know there's like the tower's normally at 120.5. There's also 250 point something. So don't know why right at this moment. Aeromexico's Boeing 737 departing. Heading to Guadalajara. We do have American Airlines Boeing 737-800 lining up to go to Los Angeles. One left. That should be departing before the arrivals. So we'll kind of take a look at the ones over here. And KLM is, let's see how far back out. It's just actually passing Napa right now. It is 25 minutes out, and it's going to be KLM Asia livery. So waiting for this American to start rolling. Oh, I see two town over there. Alaska. As Americans get a performance S turn here. All right, our next for arrival is at Heavy with Delta Airlines coming up from JFK. Looks like Toontown has been pushed back. She's right there. That's Alaska Airlines with Boeing 737-800. It's going to head to Puerto Vallarta. All right, we're going to spin the camera over here. Our next arrival is going to be United Express Embraer E175LR coming in from Santa Ana, flight time 1 hour and 4 minutes. We'll catch Toontown departing here in a little bit. I might get a quick drink of water. Bear with me, guys. Yeah, Adam, if you were talking about the one with the Toontown livery, that is Alaska Airlines. It's actually coming up on one left right now. We'll definitely catch its departure. Our next for arrival is going to be United Airlines, Boeing 737-800. coming in from Phoenix. We do have that 777 that you see over there. Actually, oh, that is going to Denver. Okay. Seeing if they're going to get this Toontown out for the next arrival now. Alright, we're going to come over here to the ones, catch Toontown. Alaska Airlines Disney Toontown livery. It's a Boeing 737-800. Heading to Puerto Vallarta. Hello, Rick. Welcome. A beautiful day here in San Francisco. If you're just joining us, my name is Jason. This is AVGeek Tours. We are live here in San Francisco. About ready to catch this Alaska Toontown livery. Just waiting for it to roll. It's departing off of one left right now. That's one way to start your vacation on a special livery. It's that United 777 heading to Denver. It's over on 28 right. We do have Japan's Dreamliner that just backed out of the gate, so that should be making its way up. We also have China Eastern and a 777 that should make its way up to the 28s here. Sorry about that, guys. Knocked it out. So it lines up. I was just about to hit something. Evening, Tony. The KLM Asia 777. Oh, about 6 minutes away. Oh, did you? Just in Denver on Monday night. Took the inaugural flight of Frontier from Tucson to Denver. Now that's what I'm talking about, Tony. Hello, Gary. Sorry about that, guys. I don't think that plane had passengers on it. That was light. I think it came out of maintenance over there and departed immediately. We do have a 757-300 heading to Honolulu with United, making its way up to the 28s. Hello, SFO Aviation. Welcome. And of course, internet's starting to be a pain. Make sure this stabilizes here real quick. Sorry about that, guys. Internet's been a little bit of a problem today. The bit rate keeps dropping. Not good. Come on. Catch back up. CRJ 700 with United Express coming in from Ontario. Where did you sneak off to? There it is. Ah, that internet is really bothering me. Bear with me, guys. Okay, hopefully it'll stay up a while now, a little bit. Yeah, there we go. That's a little better. All right, if you're just joining us, this is AVGeek Tours. My name is Jason. If we're in that like button, if you wouldn't mind hitting that for us. If we're in that subscription, hit subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when our live streams and videos come out. We do put out 4K videos throughout the week. On Sundays, it's Special Livery Sundays. On Tuesdays, it's Wide Body Tuesdays. Wide Body plane spotting videos are from around the U.S. And on Thursdays, it's Narrow Body Thursdays. Hi, prepared for takeoff? Welcome back. We also live stream from around the U.S. Last week we were in Los Angeles, a couple weeks ago Seattle, this week SFO. In a couple weeks we'll be in Phoenix. It's 757-300 heading off to Honolulu with United. All right, our next heavy is lined up. This is heading to Beijing. It's a Boeing 777-300ER with United. Another 777 with United making its way up here, heading to Hong Kong. Yes, I do know Pip. He has streamed in Tucson, Phoenix, and San Diego. He just came from Dallas. He was a streamer in Dallas for a long while. He's worked field operations for the airport at Tucson. Our next arrival is at KLM Asia, coming in from Amsterdam. It's a Boeing 777-200 ER. Flight time 10 hours and 35 minutes. Yeah, I actually do live in Tucson, Arizona as well. For United, heading to Hong Kong. China Eastern is starting to make its way up this way. We do also have Eva Air. Air China will also as well. I wouldn't say it's a special livery. I believe it was a division of KLM before. I think you only see it on their 777s on some of them. I don't think they have it's separated anymore, but I might be wrong. Oh yeah, Julia Flights, yeah. Down there in Australia. All right, bear with me, guys. I need to, before China Eastern makes its fully way up here to the 28s, I need to plug something in. Bear with me, guys. Thanks for your patience on that. I had to plug in Wi-Fi, or otherwise we would have no internet. Well, internet's always is acting up any which way. Love that reflection off the water. Caught up with some of your chats, guys. A beautiful reflection off the bay. It's 777-300 with China Eastern as heading into Shanghai. I would love to go spotting down in Sydney. Looks like we have a Dreamliner with United making its way up here, as well as Eva Air's 777. Looks like it'll line up on 28 left. Ah, thank you, Alaska. Well, the Queen is about 15 minutes out. Today's Yankee uniform. All right, China Eastern starting to roll. Eva Air here in 777. Beautiful reflection off the bay there. Just joining us, this is AVGeek Tours. My name is Jason. We are live here in San Francisco. If we're not like, hit that like button for us. If you're not subscription, hit subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when future videos come out, as well as when we live stream. Our next live stream will be in 2 weeks in Phoenix. We do live stream from around the U.S., not just one spot. We put out videos on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Sundays are special livery Sundays, where we promote a special livery video. On Tuesdays, it's Wide Body Tuesdays, and on Thursdays, it's Narrow Body Thursdays. Oh, we may have a parallel. Let's see if it lasts. On 28 right is American Airlines Airbus A321. On 28 left is an Airbus A220 with Delta. Almost parallel. We could do better though. Also, if you'd like to help spread the love of aviation, we do have memberships starting as low as 99 cents. We also have our store, AV shop AVGT.com. Has a lot of different stuff besides branded stuff for plane spotters out there. Check that out. Also, don't forget our sister channel, AVGeek Travels. It's a travel vlog from an aviation enthusiast point of view. So like aviation museums, airports, hotels, restaurants, anything to do with aviation. If you want to know places to plane spot in LA or Houston, that's on there. So definitely check that out. We're going to put out a video here shortly. We went on the inaugural flight, Frontier from Tucson to Denver. You'll definitely have to check that out and see if we actually got to Denver. Yeah, the parallel landing. On top of that, the parallel landing, we have an archive of over 400 videos. One of the videos is a parallel heavy landing here between Qatar and Fiji Air, Airbus A350 1000 and Airbus A350 900. So let's take a look at Air China's 777 here. Yeah, if you kind of watch the beginning of that stream there, prepare for takeoff. He's, you know, I actually go up to him and we talk a little bit. All right, we're going to move back down over here. Oh, don't tell me my internet's acting up. Eva Air's 777 heading to Taipei. All right, Air China's lining up. This 777-300 is going to go to Beijing. Not exactly, you know, to be honest, prepare for takeoff. If you were down over by the ones, there's actually a spot down there that you can plane spot from. Yeah, it would be more than perfect. You couldn't use like a 600 down there anyways. We're just further down towards the... I do not know why it keeps dropping like that. That's going to be something I'm going to have to really take a look at later on. That's all right. I've been going to be moving over to a yellow box anyways. All right, this is Korean Air heading back to Seoul. It's a 777. Our Lufthansa Queen is next for arrival, so we will move to that if this doesn't start rolling right away. So the Queen that's coming in is going to be an 800, so an 8. So we're actually going to move to it right now. We do have Emirates A380 making its way in. This is going to be Yankee uniform. Oh, come on, internet. Our Emirates A380 is about 8 minutes away. That internet.
I'm not gonna. I'm gonna specific.
I'm going to try something with the internet to see if it helps out. I'm going to change its location, the hotspot a little bit. All right, nothing's coming off the ones right at this moment, nor is anything arriving right at this moment. Just kind of look at the hangar over here real quick. Trying to hope that the internet stables out here. Yeah, man, stable out there. I'll say hi to everybody while we're kind of waiting for our next arrival. Hi, everyone. It's AVGeek Tours. My name's Jason. We are here live in San Francisco. If you haven't hit that like button, please do. If you want to subscribe and we earn that subscription, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you know when our videos come out, as well as when we live stream. We do have a sister channel, AVGeek Travels. It is a travel vlog from an aviation perspective. Hotels, places of plane spot, aviation museums, so check that out. Also, if you want to help us spread the love of aviation, think about becoming a member of the channel. It's as cheap as 99 cents. It really does support the channel. Every dollar does go back into the channel. Appreciate all the likes, all the love. All right, let's take a look and see what's going to go on. Looks like the Emirates A380 will be the next to arrive here. Nothing for departure quite at this moment. So while we're kind of waiting, and just give you some, if you guys haven't know much about spotting here at San Francisco, this is what they call Coyote Point. Typically from here, it's about 30, 45 seconds before it lands. Right there's the Haywood Bridge, San Mateo Haywood Bridge. So spots that we'll reference as we're kind of talking about streaming here from anyone who does live streams here. Runway is in the bay. Comes across here. Here's a little island, or little edge here. This is all shells. It's built up on shells all here. The runways are 28 left and 28 right in front of us. All arrivals will land on this, as well as all heavy departures international, for the most part, will depart from here. And any domestic narrow bodies going to Hawaii or Alaska, so we come around. There's downtown San Francisco for you guys. Downtown San Francisco is about 20 miles from here. And then United's hangar over here, you'll see a lot of United planes over there. It's a maintenance hangar. It's a major hub for United. They also have another one way down towards the north here. Let's see it right here. All right, let's get our A380. It's with Emirates coming in from Dubai. Flight time 15 hours and 15 minutes. I was talking with one of the flight attendants earlier. It's like it has the new livery on it. I'll head over to International Gates A. All the A380s actually do park. We do have Air France about 16 minutes away. It's going to be a 777-300. And the big Q, Qatar Airways A350-1000 is right behind that. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. Definitely helps out the channel. But 4K videos that we put out on Tuesdays, there's wide body Tuesdays and narrow body Thursdays, special livery Saturdays. All that's in 4K. Also, our AVGeek Travel, our sister channels, all going to be 4K style as well. We also, besides we put out episodes on there, we also put out mini episodes, so we highlight certain things, as well as in-flight videos. So videos of from inside the plane. So it looks like a Delta Heavy will be making its way up. Don't know if it'll come up to the 2.8 or if it's going to depart from the 1s. Emirates should be poking around this corner here in a second. We'll kind of keep the camera there. Yeah, so it's going to be, it's really from this direction, it's north, so it's north. It's going to be all automatically on the west side, but you want to go as north as you can. If you're kind of looking at like Google Maps, it's going to be wide across from Weston. It kind of is this little spot that kind of peeks out there. That's definitely where you want to go. If you want to check what it looks like from there, there is Airline Videos Live has done live streams from up here. The Bay Planes live streams here every Wednesday, guys. It looks like I might have to wait for a gate. We'll see. So if you kind of want to see, they actually will do the live streams from that spot down there. So it comes around. Are you coming? You're on the further taxiway. Looks like Emirates is going to cross the 1s here and probably come down the taxiway closest to the bay. Look at that 767 backed out. Let's get that reflection off that water. Air France will be our next, probably most likely arrival. I don't see it. Oh, you're going to come down. It's coming down 19 right, so 1 left, but it's actually 19 right now. So it's, I could say back taxiing. Sorry about that, guys. I've been having internet issues all day today. I'm going to do a quick battery change, guys. Bear with me. Grab. Come on. There we go. Okay. Let's see if we can't get the big queue here. All right. Our next arrival here in a couple minutes is going to be a Delta Airlines Airbus A321 coming in from Minneapolis. Flight time at 3 hours and 29 minutes. Always love Qatar. Love that A350 1000. Do have that 767 making its way up to the ones as well. We also have a Boeing 737-900ER with Delta Airlines heading to Detroit. That's going to line up on the ones. There's just something about the A350 1000s, whether you see it on Virgin Atlantic or Qatar, I really like them. I really do. To me, the 900s they're beautiful, but yeah, they need that little bit of extra stretch on that back end. All right. Our A321's passing Coyote Point right now, so we should be about 30 seconds away from that arrival. And then we're going to definitely catch the departure of that Delta Heavy. I have yet to see the A350 1000 on BA. I love the Fiji livery on the A350s. Oh, and on Starlux and Vietnam Air. Their A350s, they're so beautiful. All right, we'll stick over here to the ones. And 737 is going to move first. Air France 777 will be the next to land. And there goes the 767. All right, let's get back to the top of the 28 here for Air France. The 777 coming in from Charles de Gaulle. Flight time 10 hours and 43 minutes. Oh my gosh. Uh, sorry, Artist Picks comment about first international flight was on Qatar. Air France here. Oh, that was smooth. All right, our next arrival is going to be Qatar. Airbus A350 1000 coming in from Doha. Flight time 15 hours and 30 minutes. We do have Ida out, 16 minutes out, so I'll hold off on Ida. It's going to end it after Qatar, but since we do have Ita, we'll wait for her. Right behind that will be United Airlines and a Star Alliance livery coming in from London. All right, let's get the big queue. This will go to International Gate A, as well as near Emirates. No, they're butter landing. It's making that look too easy. Ooh, go around. Ah, there it is. Wake turbulence. That was Alaska Horizon Embraer E175LR coming in from Santa Ana that had to do that go around from wake turbulence. So next arrival is an Airbus A321 with Delta coming in from Los Angeles. All right, our next departure off of one, excuse me, one right, is Frontier and O'Malley, the Mallard Duck. It's heading off to Denver. All right, let's take a look and see where ETA is and what we got going on. Give you downtown San Francisco a little bit there. Yeah, I agree with the Herardier liveries. Those were so beautiful. Looks like Japan's 777 will come out, most likely take off the ones. The one of the few heavies that will take off the ones. But, can I see her? Might be a little too blue against blue. She should be in front of me. Yeah, I know. I was going to try to get Ita. She's flying above. But blue livery with the blue skies, I can't even pick her out with my eyes. All right. See where that Japan 777 is going to take off. A couple more heavies, about 15 more minutes. I just did get that go around at him. If you kind of back up a little bit, you'll be able to see it. You know what? Fact. San Francisco is an absolute fun airport. It has multiple museums in it. Really cool restaurants. Some of the better airplane restaurants I've been to. The lounges are fun. There's always something to do. There's actually a secret terrace that you could get out onto. So, definitely a lot of fun. Our next arrival is going to be Southwest Airlines, Boeing 737-700, coming in from Los Angeles. Flight time, 52 minutes. All right, let's get Southwest here.
That's all.
And I'll go over to Terminal 2. It's where Southwest moved to this week, too. We do have a United Express and Embraer E175LR making its way up to one right. So, so when I was in Seattle, I haven't really gone around too many. Every single time I go to Seattle, it's always raining. So I normally spot from, this is going to be interesting, I normally spot, and I did the live stream from the 12th floor of the DoubleTree Hotel. But there's one spot I do want to, it's like in between the turnoff up to the airport that I definitely want to go to one of these days. Our next arrival on 28 right will be a Boeing 737-900 with United, coming in from Austin. A little bit back from that will be a Boeing 757-200 with United Airlines coming in from Denver. Then let's get to 75. Let's see where Japan's 777, if it's going to make it up here or if it's going to take off. Oh, you saw the 350 come in? Our next arrival is going to be Alaska SkyWest and Embraer E175LR coming in from Phoenix. Hello, SFO Aviation. Actually, it's kind of a little bit quiet right now, SFO is. Normally about this time, this is where all the European flights come in, kind of wraps up. Asian flights come in and typically more in the morning and depart out. And then about around 1:30ish, it gets really quiet for a couple hours until all the European flights start taking off to go back home. And then you have a second Asian aircraft rush as well as a late European rush. That's where Virgin Atlantic, BA will come in, Lufthansa, typically the A350 will come in at that time too. All right, our next arrival is ITA, coming in from Rome. It's an Airbus A330-900. Flight time 12 hours and 14 minutes. Haven't seen ITA in a little while. I love it on the A350. That livery, that blue of theirs. You're right, I want to see where that Japan Air is going to go. Looks like Japan Air will make its way up here to the 28s. But we will have a 777 with United take off of one right in a little bit. Thank you, Citizen Tel. Appreciate that. All right, with a little bit of luck, we might have a parallel. United Airbus A319 coming in from Salt Lake City. 28 left and 28 right is Alaska Horizon Embraer E175LR. No, they're way too far apart, so we're going to get to 319 first. If you haven't hit that like button, please do. If we've earned that subscription, hit subscribe. I don't know why, I just love the A319s. Just don't know why. All right. This United 777 that's in front of us is heading to Shanghai. While we're waiting for our Star Alliance 777 with United to come in. Look at this Japan 777 with that beautiful reflection off the bay. Thank you, Adam, for joining us. I definitely appreciate the support. All right, our next arrival is at United in a Star Alliance livery. Coming in from London, it's a 777-200, flight time of 10 hours and 20 minutes. All right, let's move this over. Now to watch, we do have the 777 lined up on one right. Got to see if that's going to move. It's going to go to New York with United. And then we also have this 777, 300ER, that will be heading off to Shanghai. Who makes the move first? Right, our Japan 777-300ER is lined up for departure. Setting off to Tokyo Haneda. It's just waiting for a narrow body to land. All right, AVGeek community, that will do it for us today. I hope you enjoyed. I appreciate all the likes, all the loves. Um, uh, um, Definitely, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. If you haven't hit that like button, please do. Our next live stream will be in 2 weeks in Phoenix. Definitely hit that notification button, and we'll let you, we'll definitely get that. Also, don't forget, we do have videos that come out on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and tomorrow. Don't forget our sister channel, AVGeek Travels. If you want a travel vlog from an aviation lover's perspective, definitely check that out. And as always, happy spotting.
As we begin our approach, please make sure that all seats are in the upright position and trays are put away.
Well, on that note, it's time for us to stow away our electronics. Don't forget to check out our Instagram at AVGeek Tours for daily photos, as well as our website, AVGeekTours.com, to see our upcoming trips. The links are in the description below. Join us again next time as we continue our journey. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy spotting.